I was just a budding Star Wars fan. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was talking about.
It's a thing.
Yeah. I so I don't know, like, I don't really look into like the community as far as Star Wars
Yeah.
goes, but I'm almost certain everyone hates the sequel trilogy, right? Like everyone.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that my optimism has given me such an unpopular opinion. The fact that I love the sequel trilogy.
A
Like
lot of people are
everything
trying to get
about
it
it.
decanonized.
Yeah, I saw that. Is that true? Is that happening? Are they just taking that away from canon, or was that like a rumor?
It's undecided at this point. A lot of
Okay.
people are trying to get it taken away simply because a lot of the stories that come out of it, like the comics and stuff, just aren't as good.
Hmm.
And a
Well,
lot of the books that they decanonized and that they're like writing over were also like 1,000 times better. And no one
mhm.
likes the characters. Like a lot of people just don't like Kylo
I love
or
Kylo
Rey
Ren. Kylo Ren's
or
so
George
fucking
Lucas.
cool. He's got the cool clothes. He's got a cool helmet. He's got a cool. His lightsaber's fucking rad. How do you not like Kylo Ren? I mean, I hate Ben
I'm just
Solo.
letting you know what
Fuck Ben Solo. But Kylo Ren, he's my man.
I'm just letting you know what the community's like.
That's fair.
I
No,
think is
I think what the problem is they hold Star Wars to such a high regard that even the original movies they're basing it off of doesn't hold up to. You know what I mean? Like they
I'm thinking
glorify
is
the
I think it's
movies.
coming off the cups of like something as good as Clone Wars. You know, like
I mean, I would say that the movies. I mean, I liked the sequel trilogy, but I would say those three movies are better than the Clone Wars. And the Clone Wars had. You're talking about the TV show, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah, the Clone Wars had like really good episodes and arcs and stuff, but there are also it's a TV show, so like there are episodes where it's like I could have missed that, or you know, did I mean, something happened in this episode, but was it really important? You know, like there are some arcs in those shows where it's like I get the story they're telling and it builds character, but it doesn't do anything to the overarching story. So honestly, like you know, whatever, fuck it.
This is turning into another episode of Dom's unpopular opinions.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like the Clone Wars. I really enjoyed it, especially like the last few seasons was super fun.
You only watched the last few seasons.
I started watching season 4, right? Like the end
Yeah.
of season 4. Yeah. So like I saw all of season 5, 6 and 7. And that's yeah, you're right. Look, listen. All right. I-
And then you watched
okay.
all of Rebels.
Oh god, yeah, that was the perfect show to watch the whole thing of. Fuck god, it's so bad. Rebels is so bad. Like
Grand Admiral.
and I okay, there are a few good things about Rebels. One,
Okay.
there was a really good fight between Ahsoka and Vader. That was super fun. That whole episode, rad, right? That
Grand
was when
Admiral.
Ezra had his hair, so that was even better. And
Oh yeah.
fucking Kanan didn't have the weird visor thing.
Hey, I don't have a visor.
That was a solid. That was a solid. You know what I'm talking about. What was his real name? Because they said his real name right before he died.
Caden
Spoilers.
Doom or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, exactly. So like, yeah, like that episode, great, right? There was also, and it was only good because like it was like Granddad Merle was something that we came up with. So like. That doesn't. The Rebels wasn't good because of Grand Admiral. It was good because I misheard them saying Grand Admiral.
And we made it. We made a whole arc where he wants to get a hat.
Exactly right, exactly. One of the season finales, a season finale that meant nothing. Like that season finale sucked, but it was only good because we made up a story where Granddad Merle wanted a hat. Like that was
Wanting Kanan Jarrus's stupid visor.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So like yeah, oh god, dude, the quality is like Jesus. You know, Lydia sometimes says she can count the pixels. I can literally like and I always think it's exaggerating, but like.
Well, a lot was happening all at once.
It's so bad. I think it's yeah, okay. It's better now. But
Where are
yeah,
you going?
where are you going?
You end up behind the can.
Yeah. But no, yeah. I really like the three newer movies.
And you're entitled to like it.
I really like the characters. I liked the story. I think people were too harsh on it.
I just don't like Rey.
Why not?
She's not interesting. Like in the slightest.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I kind of but
Other than, you know, like in the last like 20 minutes, we find out she's a Palpatine.
yeah, I mean that was super rad. Yeah, like that scene with her and Kylo, and they were like trying to save, or she was trying to save Chewbacca, and they were like holding it, and then she like used so much, she was so fucking driven to get this thing down that she shot it with lightning. That was rad. That was really cool. But no, I mean, she's not.
I didn't like it because literally like 2 scenes later, we see Chewie alive. It's like, oh, okay, that's resolved.
Well, that was yeah, but that was like, you know, just to not freak out, you know, because it was like cool. You know?
Movies are supposed to make you feel things, good or bad.
Yeah, but that wasn't part of the major story. That was sort of just a very, 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 very minor thing. Like if that was the point of the movie, then yeah, that would have sucked. But like you weren't supposed to be waiting on bated breath to know if Chewbacca was alive.
Yeah, but Rey didn't know Chewbacca was alive.
Right.
And she thought she killed him, and we're like, Rey, stop being stupid.
Well, yeah, but that's in that like dramatic irony where the main characters don't know what you know.
Yeah,
movies
but
do
you
that.
could also have it as irony for all of us.
But it wasn't a problem that they didn't do it that way. It was fine because it didn't negatively affect the story that they were trying to tell because it had nothing to do with it.
I just think it undermined the point of killing off, like, quote unquote, killing off a character.
But they didn't kill off a character, so it didn't matter.
Exactly, but they were trying to get a reaction out of people by killing off a character.
But they didn't kill off a character.
Exactly.
They weren't trying to get that reaction because they immediately showed you that he was alive. That wasn't their intention.
2 scenes later, not the very next scene. 2 scenes later.
Right, okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't supposed to make you feel like...
That's a bad idea.
I mean, okay, I guess, yeah, that probably is. To get that reaction, but then it's like, oh, he's alive, thank God. But then they think he's still dead, so it's like, oh, shit, that kind of sucks. I mean, I wish I could tell you he's alive, but I can't. And then they find out, and it's like, yeah, they find out. He's good. We're all happy now. That's sort of that.
They show us 2 scenes later, but if they wanted that effect, they would have just shown us the next scene. But because they put another scene in between that, they're trying to get us to think he was dead, too.
Did it work?
Oh, some people thought he was dead.
Then mission fucking accomplished.
But again, it undermines that whole point.
Was it really that bad? I mean, are you gonna, like... I just don't see how that's a bad thing.
There's other, like, in-universe problems I have with the movie, like...
Yeah, I know you have some fucking hate boner around Luke's arc in the second movie.
It's not. Okay, Luke's arc is just garbage.
I understand it completely, and for some reason you just can't wrap your head around it.
I think it's just garbage, because that's not how Luke is. Like,
yeah, but people change. And also, he regretted what he did. Like, literally, he said it was something he did in the moment because he thought it was right. Because he wanted to stop this shit from happening.
But since when is killing a child the right thing?
You ask Anakin that question.
Anakin thought killing the children was right.
Skywalker, what are we going to do?
Yeah. My point, exactly. Anakin thought killing children was right.
Yeah. Hey, he's a Skywalker.
No one gives sympathy for him.
Vader in the afterlife was like, yeah, you do that, man. That's my little slugger. That's my little champ right there.
That's my son.
Also, Kylo Ren wasn't really a kid. He was more like a teenager at that point. Also, it was the same, like, it wasn't, yeah, no, he wasn't a kid. Because they showed old Luke doing it, so, like...
Nah, he's like 13, dude.
That's not, I mean, that's like a teenager. That's like a pre-teenager. That's like a teenager. You say kid, I'm thinking like 8-year-old, you know, like Lydia age, not like 13, you know.
Lydia's 16.
She's 17, thank you. Talk about being her friend. Listen, man. Okay.
Yeah, you're only proving my point further.
I don't know, man. I mean, I really like Sword Art Online, so maybe I'm just like jaded to like plot holes and stuff, and I just
Sword Art Online is
I've showed myself how to enjoy something because I like it, despite that it has its problems. I mean, the prequel trilogy has its problems. The original trilogy has its problems. So why? Okay, so like, this. Why is the minor problems in
It's not a minor
in
problem.
the
Nothing
original
happens in
trilogy
the
and the
second
prequel
movie.
trilogy? Why is that overlooked? But you have a minor problem in the new ones, and it's like fuck that. That's not what Luke would do.
But nothing happens in the second movie. Like literally nothing.
What are you talking about? Nothing happens in the second movie. There was a fight. I don't exactly remember what happened, but I know there was a fight. And
They
Ray
killed
was
off
like,
a
"Hey,
villain with no
Skywalker,
build-up.
teach me how to do the thing." And Skywalker was like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do that." And Luke or Ray was like, "Do it anyway, please. I just won't do it." And he's like, "Fine, I'll do it." And then Ray started being all weird, and he was like, "I don't want to do it no more." And
Yeah, but
then
they literally did. They killed off a villain with no like build-up and made it seem like a
what
big
villain?
deal.
Was that when
Snoke.
Snoke died? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was no. What do you mean? That was such a cool moment. That was so fucking rad. When he like turned the saber and then like blasted into his side and then like cut him in half, Maul style. Nah, you can't undermine that. And then they had the battle with the red
Well,
dudes.
the fight scene afterwards was pretty good.
And then fucking Kylo Ren like blasted him like a gun. You know, like he like shot it out for a second through the head. That was rad.
No, the fight scene after pretty good.
How did they undermine killing him though?
Because there was nothing interesting about Snoke. He wasn't even a like decent villain. We saw him like two
Well,
times in the first movie. He slapped around the red-headed guy like in the second movie, and then he's died.
He didn't just die. His death was fucking like a crazy battle with Rey and Kylo Ren and Red Dudes.
No, it happened. The battle is what came after that.
No, but there was this whole scene where Snoke was like, "Hey Rey, let me teach you something about the dark side," and Kylo's like, "I'm gonna turn you to the dark side." And they had this talk, and then Snoke was like, "Kill it, cause I want you to be dark now, cause you're not being as dark as you used to be." And Kylo's like, I don't wanna kill her." And Snoke's like, "You're gonna kill her." And he's like, Kylo's like, "All right, I'll kill her." And then he doesn't kill her. He kills Snoke. That's fucking awesome. What do you mean that was nothing? That was rad.
So there's no character build up to any of that.
Well, that's not this. Well, listen. All right.
Kylo's just,
What
I'm sad,
was
there's
Snoke's
no
character
way."
supposed to be? We just. I mean, we know that he is. He's basically just Emperor Palpatine to Kylo Ren. Like, that's what he is. You knew that.
Yeah,
You probably knew
and
that the
Emperor
second you
Palpatine had a
saw
build-up.
him. So right, but you don't need build up because you already know who he is.
What if you watch those movies without watching the originals?
Why would you do that?
Some people did.
You gotta watch. Well, that's your problem.
See, the prequel trilogy, as bad as it is, it can actually stand on its own without watching the original trilogy. The original trilogy can stand on its own without watching the prequel trilogy.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
sequel trilogy cannot stand on its own without watching either of them.
Yeah, that's true. Now you got me there, yeah. Because they did so many callbacks to different characters and like sort of assumed that you knew certain things about things. Yeah, I feel it. No, I feel you. But I watched all the movies, so it's like it's cool with me.
Well, like in the original trilogy, Ben Kenobi is, we all know him as Obi-Wan, and we're like, oh,
Right.
cool, it's Obi-Wan. But he's his own character in that. He's not.
Yeah.
You don't see him as Obi-Wan from the prequels. You see him as old man Ben Kenobi.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, you're right with that. You're 100% right with that. I don't think I would like the sequels as much as I did if I didn't see any of the other movies before. So yeah, I mean, fair play. You got that one. 1 point in the Kanan side. I still love the movie.
Now we're keeping point. You can like what you like, but I can dislike what I dislike.
But it's so fucking good.
We should watch all the Indiana Jones movies at some point.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I would like Indiana Jones. I don't know. I've never seen a single movie, so I guess I should give it a try.
You also
but
didn't
like,
see the Star Wars movies.
no, I had. I'd seen them as a kid, but I didn't really remember a whole lot from it. Like I remember, like I knew that Anakin was Vader, and Obi-Wan. I knew Grievous and stuff. I fucking loved Grievous as a kid. Right. And I knew about. Did I know about Palpy? I don't know if I knew about Palpy, but I knew a lot of things. Yeah, Palpy. I knew some things. Whereas Indiana Jones, I mean, I know that there's a man named Indiana Jones. I know there's a part where he runs away from a rock because I know the music.
He's an archaeologist.
I know there's this one scene about this melty face because I've heard so much about it.
Just because that was a fun effect.
Yeah. I know the music because it's played everywhere. That's really
Well,
about
like,
it.
like the Star Wars music.
Oh no. That's
Well,
yeah.
it's
Huh?
the same guy.
Oh wow, that's rad. That's pretty cool. He does good stuff.
Well, Star Wars is also Lucas. Both are Lucasfilms.
Mm. Oh, Indiana Jones is Lucasfilms.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. I always saw Lucasfilms as Star Wars, so I just always assumed that that's all they did.
No.
What else did Lucasfilms do?
I mean, it's really just Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and like some visual effects for like other movies.
Oh, okay, okay, cool.
Their subsidiary is Industrial Light and Magic, which was which was George Lucas's special effects studio.
Uh huh. Rad. Ooh, another ship part. So how many parts do you have at this point?
I think this will be number 5.
Number 5. How many days have you done? Because like I don't remember seeing another screen.
Day 3.
Oh, okay. It's right there. You should have just let me figure it out. That would have been funny.
I thought about it and I was like, nah.
Just help me out. Yeah, throw me a bone. I feel it.